What is going on, everybody out there? Brent Abel here, goldballhunting.com. Another episode. I believe this is 362 of the Gold Ball Hunting Podcast. Yeah, that
Six, two.
Yeah, that dude over there, the counter, the great Jeff Jacklich. Guys, another episode of the Gold Ball Hunting Podcast. We're going to make this one a quickie this morning because Jeff is heading out. Play his first round mixed doubles match over the Plaza tournament here in the desert. And we're going to kind of dig into that little noggin of his and see what his pre-match routine is.
So the big question is this. How are tennis players like us who never played on the tour, weren't incredible juniors, or maybe got a late start to the game, how do we consistently compete at our highest skill level without having to grind through endless hours of encore practice time and still be in the hunt for the victory match after match? That is the question, and Gold Ball Hunting gives you the answers by helping you eliminate your skill level range so that you build a strong foundation of confidence. My name is Jeff Jacklich, and along with Brent Abel, my partner, welcome to Gold Ball Hunting.
So, Jeffrey, what's going on, man?
Hey, beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Desert, right? It's going to be nice today.
Yeah, excited to get out there and play today.
That's good. That's good. Well, look, you and Erica have got a 9 o'clock match this morning, which is just like in hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So what's on your mind? What do you normally do? I mean, this is a match where you've got interesting. I think we actually talked about this. You've got a good guy over there who can play.
Yeah.
And this is a mixed doubles. He's playing with his bride, lovely lady, but not up to his skill level. So it presents a little bit of a mental challenge in terms of maybe you can't play traditional doubles because of the disparity of skill levels over there.
Sometimes too, that can throw you off because of the, a heavy ball is softball, a heavy ball is not soft, but softer ball. So sometimes the points don't carry the same kind of rhythm.
Yeah.
If everybody's kind of hitting at the same pace, that same skill set level. And even when someone goes soft, it's still, there's a rhythm to the flow of a match, and the rhythm to the points and everything. So sometimes that can throw a team off, even a better team off, because of that, and so you can sometimes too try to overplay the weaker player as well, instead of just hitting the right shot, even though it's to the stronger player. You really have to, kind of measure your way through that and not get, like I said, greedy about always trying to play to the weaker player when the ball itself it can create risk reward problems for you if you're not paying attention, So that's this morning. Looking forward to it though. Got up, little morning routine, had a little avocado toast with bacon and some little scrambled egg.
Whoa.
Little cup of Joe.
Oh.
A couple Advil to make sure the body stays loose.
What a concoction.
Right.
Yeah. Good.
Had a great 3 sets yesterday out on the court up at the Vintage. Some young bucks. It was great. It was great to see that heavier ball for today, leading into today. So today probably won't seem as heavy. But these guys were,
well, look, you guys have
27, I think.
I mean, you've got a men's doubles match also this afternoon at 1 o'clock. Look,
right.
Guys, if you're in the desert, you happen to be hearing this morning or listening to this episode or watching it on YouTube, if you got some time at 1 o'clock today, head on over to the Desert Princess Hotel in Cathedral City. And 1 o'clock, Jeff and Mark Nicholson. You guys have a tough first round.
We do. No,
wow.
This is not a gimme.
No. Gotta play.
We're gonna have to. Yeah, we got to work. This is a working match.
That's great. Well, that's good.
No guarantees ever.
Yeah, I think it's kind of good, that first round little slap in the face where you got to show up and
without a doubt,
and actually go. Yeah. So. Any other routines besides your food and all that stuff this morning? Anything mentally, like as you're driving over there to a tournament, you got anything that you typically do?
I'll get tuned in. I just start to, the biggest thing when my morning routine is to take all the controllables off the table. There's things we can control, things I can't control. And so the things that organizing my bag, organizing the things I know I'm going to need after the match in between, because I know I'm going to leave there and come back here, grab a shower, and then go back out. It's about a 20-minute drive. So factoring that in, and we got the match at 1 o'clock. So what am I going to need along the way so don't feel like I don't have what I need with me.
Right.
So I always make sure I just go through one bag at a time too. There's my tennis bag. What belongs in that? What's my work bag? My computer, and blah, blah, blah. What goes in there? Now there's a camera bag. What goes in there? Right. So as I try to take care of that, one thing at a time. I take care of some of it the night before, some of it in the morning, just because that's part of the routine. And then on the way over there, I just I think about, let's pay attention to, serving and not getting greedy at the beginning. Let myself build into hitting the bigger serves a little bit later in the first set, and that where my shoulder feels warm, feels good. The timing, I've hit a lot of first serves in, first volleys. I kind of just really kind of get my mindset in a real kind of conservative journeyman tennis mentality, that not to get in there and start solving problems when there's no problems to solve yet. And that can happen early in a match sometimes, where you come out, you want to do too much damage off the return, too much damage off the first volley. And it's like, you're not even letting them hit the ball yet,
Right.
So for me, it's really kind of narrowing that thing and really paying attention to what I can control. And so I go ahead and, like I said, I just try and square the racket out on the return, make them hit the first volley. What do they do? What do they do with it, right? Are they going to be reaching for that? I want to do too much. I know we're playing Erica and Jeff. Are they going to try and do too much in that first volley, or how are they reacting to the match that they have this morning, right? And so I kind of just narrow my focus into that kind of routine. I think about, return to serve. Let's start off.
I think that's good, because I think a lot of players go out there, whether it's a league match or a tournament match, and they start either visualizing or hoping that when their game shows up, when the match starts, that they've got the A+++ thing going on,
right?
And that either those guys can't touch it or it doesn't come back. And I always go back to the great Dick Johnson, and I asked him after we won the indoors, last or 2018. I said, "Geez, man, I think maybe you missed a return today in the finals, but I don't remember it." I said, what's the deal? He says, "Look, I just try to get the ball cross court. I assume it's coming back.
Right.
So I don't need to do anything spectacular. And then the magic words, and then we'll just take it from there." So it's, and that's kind of the way I feel now, is that, my job, number one, is not to win the point. My job with the return or with the first serve, when I hit a first serve, I assume it's coming back, and that's okay.
Right.
I think too many players go out there and go, "Gosh, if I don't hit a big first serve and then it comes back, what am I going to do? Gosh, if I don't ding the return, because then it might come back, well, what do I do?" Well, look, the better players, the top players, are cool with the ball coming back and just taking it from there. And
that's an uncontrollable.
It is. Right. Well, it's an uncontrollable, and I think a lot of players want to be able to control the fact that it doesn't come back.
Right.
And that's a recipe for, the stat sheet is getting littered on the error side. So, well, listen, I'll let you go.
So I'll just throw this in there too, for yesterday's practice match too. I had my moments of frustration. Obviously, these were young bucks, 23 and 27, hit the big ball, all that.
Wow. Yeah.
But we had, seven break points. Right. Throughout that, we played 3 sets. We lost the first 2, like 1 and 2. And then we tie break in the third set. We still lost the third set, but we tie break. So we kind of settled down a little bit, even though we weren't, we played good ball. Like I said, over the course of those 3 sets, it was seven break points. The last 2 or 3, we actually broke on those. And those were 7 separate games having the break point, and the frustration part for me is I play the ad side. And my brain kind of flipped a little bit on the first 4, and I didn't make the return on that break point. And I'm just like, inside, I'm just like twisting, because I'm so frustrated with myself for not just listen, And so, of course, the 5th break point, I try to settle down, blah, blah, blah. And I end up hitting this chunky backhand return that's just floating over like a dying duck across the net. And of course, the guy he picks it into the net. And it's like, really?
That's all I had to do.
Yeah, that's all I had to do, right? So then I make the next 2. We end up with break points and make the next 2 and all that. So So it's just being aware of those, that I don't, and it was really kind of a classic kind of, I'm going to play better now when I have the break point. And that's really where my mind kind of went, and so it was really great yesterday to have some of those pressure moments under the belt. And so I kind of have, get it organized in my head and be ready to go today, so.
Well, that's a great takeaway is that, we actually can win points by doing less than what we think we have to do.
Right.
And so listen, guys, a couple things before we let you go today is number one, we've got a couple spots still left open in next Thursday's 1-day workshop here in the desert with me and Jeff. It's a full day, 9 to midnight. Nah, probably not midnight, but maybe around 4:30, something like that. Anyway, and so look, there's 2 links down below. One is for the workshop information video. You can go check that out. And you should do that if you've not watched it before you fill out the application. And we do require everyone to fill out the application so we make sure we've got everyone slotted into the right skill level group. The other thing is Jeff and I've been asking everyone about, the last year or so, what's been your number one takeaway? What I'd like to, and first of all, I want to thank everyone who's been posting on that, not only through email. And Jeff, I've got a couple of emails I need to forward to you, but the stuff on YouTube is great. I mean, the comments there are just spectacular. So guys, thank you for doing that. But what I'd like to ask you guys today is today's episode, number 362. What's your number one takeaway? What's your number one little, whoa, okay. Just let us know down below in the comment section, whether you're on Facebook, whether you're at YouTube, or shoot us an email. Let us know at goldballhunting.com. Jeffrey, what do we want to find folks to do besides come out and watch you play today at 1 o'clock over at the Desert Princess in Cathedral City?
Like us, share us, please subscribe. Let us know what you think down below. iTunes and Stitcher, rate and review, goldballhunting.com. Spread the word, share it with your friends. It's the coolest place to be.
Bingo. Guys, get out there today. Or boomski. I don't know. I mean, bingo's like really old school.
Yeah.
Do they even play bingo anymore? I mean,
I don't know. I'm sure they do. Okay. Whoever they are, I'm sure they do.
Well, I'm thinking of anyone under 50. Anyway, guys, get out there today. Help someone else have a great day. Jeff, we'll do this again tomorrow.
Can't wait.